Welcome back to the Force 9's YouTube channel. Welcome back to more Tale of the Toffees, the Everton save on Football Manager 2017. And today we're going to kick off the Premier League season. Last episode we faced Man United once again, this time in the Community Shield. We lost 1-0. And today we're going to kick off the Premier League campaign with a game against Bournemouth. It's Monday Night Football, so everybody else has played their game. And we'll see if we can get off to a good winning start. So in the previous fixtures, Arsenal were 3-1 winners over Stoke. And there you see all the Saturday fixtures. And on the opening day, Man United 7-0 winners over Cardiff. And Man United have signed Harry Kane, so they have bolstered their up-front options and a 7-0 win. Mkhitaryan, Pogba and Martial also on the score sheet. A 7-0 defeat over Cardiff. What a pounding that was. So we have no real developments, just trying to get a couple of players in. And we have pretty much agreed contracts with Moura and with the Yarmolenko. It's now a point of deciding which one we go with. I'm leaning more towards Lucas Moura because he's got 2 years on Yarmolenko and his attributes are a little bit better for what we want. So there have been loads more transfers. These are the ones for August of this year. But if we have a look at July, you can see here some absolutely massive deals. Dybala has gone to Man City for £61 million. They also signed Felipe Anderson from us, you can see. Douglas Costa's gone. Chelsea have signed Laporte from Athletic Bilbao. Man City have signed Callum Chambers for £31 million. That's an interesting one. Lacazette has gone to Tottenham. Strootman has gone to Man United. Lucas Digne has gone to Man City. Asenjo has gone to Chelsea. There you see Luan's there. Liverpool have signed someone called Zakaria. Spurs have signed Soule from Hoffenheim. Been some massive deals. And then De Bruyne has also left as well. If we look at June, De Bruyne has gone to PSG and that cost him £84 million. There's Harry Kane. Man United also signing Van Dijk. There's Balassi. There you can see Michael Keane as well. Some absolutely mental transfers going around. And yeah, we are right up there. So we're going to try and go off to a good start against Bournemouth. Now, what sort of team are we going to play? This is what we played against Manchester United. We didn't play that badly. We didn't really create enough. So I think this thing is going to change here. We're going to give Luan a start. Vasquez is going to stay on the right hand side. And I think we're going to bring on James Ward-Prowse for Oxan. Okay, we have Nacho registered. So we'll replace him with Santon on the bench. And he is mainly a right back, but he could play anywhere along that back line. So he would be, you know, the ideal person to have on the bench. I do want to start him quite a bit as well because he is a first team player and I don't want him unhappy. But as a substitute, he is perfect because we don't really need any other defenders. So we'll get off Duarte as well. And let's see if we can find someone else to put on the bench. We'll put Baines on the bench because Nacho is left back. I'm not sure how he is. So we'll put Baines on the bench. That's what we're going to play. Let's send that team out. Okay, Bournemouth, their team doesn't look too different. I don't know what sort of signings they've made, but they have Raya in goal, back four of D'Ambrosio, Taffa, Francis and Joel Ward, Sermon, Arta and Tiblin, that midfield three, Jordan Ibe on the left, Max Grail on the right and Callum Wilson up front. So their front three unchanged since the start of the save, really. On the bench we've got Federici, Oviedo, of course a former player of ours, Schobersberger, Afobe, I can't read that, that's so small. Rafa something, Tyra Mings and Hinman. We're the favourites here, so give the fans a performance to cheer for. Lots of listening keenly. Let's put a bit of... Oh, well, I misclicked then. I meant to say faith. But I said I expect to see a solid defensive performance, which I do. But let's see what they can do. Who did I even start at the back? It was Michael Keane and Phil Jagielka. An English centre-back pairing is always good. Lots of chemistry, hopefully. Let's see how they do. Let's see how the team does. Well, Bournemouth have a corner here, and it's headed against the bar by, I think it was Simon Francis, and it's been cleared, and hopefully we can attack from this. Bournemouth had a chance to take the lead, and Francis has dispossessed Lukaku there, and it's gone back to their goalkeeper. Bournemouth had a good chance to take the lead there, and they didn't take it. Run the ball back here. Here is James Ward-Prowse, and here is Luan, his Premier League debut. Barkley to Vasquez. This could be a good... Yes. I stopped talking then. Vasquez has scored on his Premier League debut. Good stuff for him. And, well, if another right midfielder coming in, if Vasquez is going to continue scoring, then he'll struggle to get in. So we'll see the replay then. Luan, the ball to Vasquez was really good, and he controlled it well, and then put a finish past the goalkeeper, who it seemed to go through his legs. Unfortunate for him, but we've had one shot, and we've had one goal. Ward-Prowse free kick here. It's headed away by Callum Wilson, and now Tibbling is on the ball. Finds Harry Arta. And he finds Jordan Ibe out on that left flank. And Ibe, he's gone all the way here and has a shot. And it's a save by Casilla. But good work there by Arta. That was a good attack by Bournemouth. They did get a shot on target from it. It's actually only been one draw in the game week, which is between Man City and Newcastle. We have a 1-0 lead over Bournemouth. We've dominated in possession, but Bournemouth have had more shots. Things are going well, but I think you're capable of better, let's say that. Luan's not seeing a great deal of the ball. I'm going to try Luan as a Ramdeuter, actually. I think he's the sort of player that can find space and move into it. So we're going to see how that goes. It's a bit of an experiment for now, but hopefully it'll work out well. I've had some good experience with Ramdeuters in the past. Of course, Alexis Sanchez, when I had a short Arsenal challenge. And Mame Diouf for Stoke also worked very well as a Ramdeuter when he played on the right wing. Callum Wilson's on the ball here. He's got a lot of people to break down and gets a shot away, but it was nowhere near the target. Bournemouth having 11 shots so far, which I'm kind of concerned about, that they're getting so many shots away. They've not really threatened very well, but they're getting plenty of shots away. As Vasquez has a throw in here, the cross is into the area, and Gueye is on the ball. And Gueye has a shot from range and gets it in the goal. Araya was close to it, but Gueye on the edge of the 18-yard box there launches one. So here we go. Great first touch with the left foot, and then the strike. Well, it was off the post, and then Raya could only parry it in. It kind of just deflected off Raya and into the goal. 2-0 up. We're looking very good. And about halfway through the second half here, going to make my first change. Luan, been kind of quiet in his debut. I'm not too disappointed with that, though. You know, he's Brazilian. He probably needs time to settle. We're going to bring on Deulofeu on that left flank. Much more experience in the Premier League. He's been a mainstay in the team for the save. So let's see how he does. Scherbesberger on this right flank for Bournemouth. Passes back to Joel Ward. And Jagielka heads that forward, but gives it away almost immediately. Here is Max Gradel. Has a shot, and it's stopped by Casilla. Just going to change to a more flexible shape, and I'm just going to try and control the game a bit more. There's only a few minutes left, though. It looks like it's going to be a 2-0 win unless there's a late goal for either side here. A third goal for us would be fine. Going to take off Ward-Prowse. Going to bring on Oxan, just to keep it a bit fresh in midfield. Here is Jetro Willems, and it's put forward to Lukaku. Hopefully we get a third goal from this. It would be a nice win here. Deulofeu, and has a shot and bends it round the post. And with 2 minutes of injury time, it looks like it's going to be a good win to start things off. Oxan here to Barkley. Here is Vasquez. Puts the ball in, and Deulofeu puts that in. It kind of got caught under Barkley there, I think, or Lukaku, the number 10 rather. And well, we've got a third goal. It's 3-0, and that puts us second in the table. So a very good start here. Well, Lukaku, I don't know what he was trying to do there. I think he did kind of just lay it off for Deulofeu, who finishes it to make it 3-0. And it's a good win here. Happy with this so far. Gradel cross in there. It's cleared by Jagielka, and now Oxan will just run this down now. Full time should be any seconds. The full time is elapsed, but for some reason we're still playing. Bournemouth have a corner here. And, you know, we want a clean sheet. If they score from this, I'm going to be a bit annoyed. That is full time. 3-0. That took a while to actually finish then. But that's a good win. Bournemouth had a lot of shots, but they didn't really threaten us that much. We won 3-0. I think that's a very good result. Goals for Gueye and Vasquez. Vasquez getting one on his debut, and then Deulofeu off the bench. Not too bad at all. And that puts us second in the league. That's just how good Idrissa Gueye is. 90% pass completion, and he won every single one of his tackles and scored a goal. So very good performance by our defensive midfielder there. Been one of the key players of the whole save. He's been fantastic the whole time. Okay, so the Yarmolenko deal is about to be confirmed, but I'm going to delay it to see what happens with Lucas Moura. He's been granted a work permit, but we're going to delay the transfer, and we're going to see if we can get Moura in. If so, we will sign him, but if not, then here we go. So here's Lucas Moura. So we will confirm this. He will be our record signing, £34 million overall. So yeah, we're going to bring in Lucas Moura. We are going to cancel the Yarmolenko deal. So there we go. Everton signed Lucas Moura. Everton have completed the signing of PSG's 26-year-old Brazilian right winger Lucas Moura for a fee of £33 million. So that's a really good signing there. Happy with that. In terms of wage, he's on £100,000 a week, which makes him our highest paid player. But I think a player of Lucas Moura's calibre deserves to be one of the highest paid players in the team. 16 dribbling, 16 first touch, good passing, good technique, very balanced mentals, not decent flair, very good, lots of pace. Yeah, I like the look of him. Hopefully he will be a key player for us this season. That is what he is. He's a key player. And while Vasquez will probably revert to being either a rotation option or a backup on that right flank now. Okay, so we're on to the Friday night game against Man City. We go from a Monday night to a Friday night, which is strange. It's like the smallest gap we could have between league fixtures. which seems a bit unfair to me, but there you go. I don't know what sort of changes we're going to make here. We won 3-0, so I don't think there's a great deal here that we need to change. Let's register Moura first of all. Okay, we're not going to have Lucas Moura in just yet. We're going to give him just a little bit of time to settle into the club before we start playing him. So we're not going to change anything from the previous game. We had a good 3-0 win against Bournemouth. So why change? Let's jump straight in there. We still have like about £50 million in the bank. So there may still be signings to come in. I could get another striker. Berahino's still here, but I don't know how much he'll play this season. If we can... I've offered him out for like 20 million, so we'll see what we can do with that. But there's still money in there, so if we need to buy someone, then we still can. Dybala starts on the bench, actually. Aguero is up front. They've got the midfield four of Felipe Anderson, former player, of course. They signed him for £55 million. Grimaldo, Fernandinho and Nasri completes that midfield four. They've got Belia in defensive midfield and a back four of Digne, Otamendi, Company and Stones, with Claudio Bravo in goal. Joe Hart is on the bench along with Mangala, Gabriel Jesus, there's Dybala, Sterling, Chambers and Diego Costa. Pick up where you left off, guys. That would be a good thing to do. Let's see if we can continue our form. We had a good 3-0 win to start things off. Let's see if we can get 2 for 2. Ward-Prowse free kick here. It's with Jagielka. Here is Barkley to Vasquez, who's dispossessed by Digne. And now Man City coming forward. Here is Grimaldo, dispossessed by Gueye. And now Everton have the ball back. Here is Ross Barkley to Gueye. Ward-Prowse passing well here. Tries to find Luan, but doesn't quite get there. Here's Barkley. And that is cleared up pitch by Bilia. Jagielka will claim this back. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Casilla. And here we go again. Vasquez does well to get the ball off of Anderson there. But Anderson takes it back off of him. And now Anderson coming forward. Finds Sergio Aguero. Can Aguero put the ball in there? He can. And Anderson, on his first appearance against us, has scored in the 3rd minute. That's not the best of starts. Sergio Aguero took the ball out wide and put the cross in there. And then Anderson with a header. And it goes into the goal. And with 2 minutes played, it is 1-0. Man City with the ball here now. John Stones is on it. And Stones is, well, not dispossessed actually. Aguero has a shot, hits the post, and that's gone for a corner. So far, Man City have had, well, they've 1-0 up. And they've had a couple of chances already as Casilla holds on to the ball there from the set piece. I'm not going to exploit anything in particular. We're exploiting the middle at the moment. We're not going to exploit anything. We're just going to try and get the ball up into the box. We've yet to have a shot in the game, which is a bit disappointing. We're actually going to attack. We are having loads of possession at the moment, but we've not really seen a highlight go our way yet. Half time and Man City are very much on top. We need to do better than that in the second half. Right, we're not going to play the possession game. We're going to go a bit more direct. I'm going to try and just get the ball up to the forwards. See if that helps us at all. Because so far it's not really worked out for us today. Only 2 shots in the game. It might work here though. Vasquez was heading towards the ball here. We do have a throw in though, but it's given away straight away by Seamus Coleman. And now Aguero is on the ball, cuts inside, still has the ball, finds Fernandinho. That is a really well worked goal, to be fair. That's excellent stuff. Fernandinho with a goal. And Aguero did all the work there. And Fernandinho's shot was actually really good. That was a nice goal to see actually. Aguero poured it back for Fernandinho. And then first time right footed shot. I mean, that physically is impossible, I think. But there you go. 2-0. We're not doing very well here. That midfield 3 again have not really produced today. We need to change that, I think. We're going to take off Vasquez. We're going to bring on Berahino on that right-hand side as the inside forwards. We're also going to change one of the defenders. We're going to take off Michael Keane. We are going to, well, we're going to put Nacho on as a central defender. Yeah, we'll do that. Try and change it at the back a bit. Nacho, not naturally a central defender. He's more of a right back by trade. But yeah, we are bringing him in. We're going to try and change things at the back. We've won the ball back here though. Here is Barkley to Ward-Prowse and tries to find Lukaku, but oh my god! What happened there? Otamendi has put it in the own goal. That was an absolute calamity for Man City. Let's see that in 3D. What the hell just happened? Otamendi looked to head it towards Bravo and wow. I'm lost for words. We're back in the game. It's 2-1 with 72 minutes played and that was a disaster for Otamendi and Bravo. 80 minutes in, we are going to bring on Deulofeu for Luan. And we need to go for this now. We could get a point from this game. Williams throw in. Here is Deulofeu. Ward-Prowse has a shot. It's in. We're back in it. It's 2-2. We've come from 2-0 down. It's now 2-2. Now we go defensive. We are top of the table as it stands, but we are playing the first game of the game week. And at the moment, we've come from 2-0 down, and we are back at level pegging. Ward-Prowse's shot went through everybody, went through the goalkeeper, and into the goal. Right, we are defensive. There's only the last minute of the game. We could yet get a winner here. Barkley is on the ball. Here is Nacho to Jagielka. And Berahino is on the ball. It's with Otamendi now. Here is Aguero. There's about 30 seconds left in the game. But Man City now coming forward. Anderson. Now John Stones, Aguero, Dybala has a shot, and it's a good save by Casilla. That will be the last chance of the game, I think. Just get it forward, clear it please. Berahino's on the ball. That is full time. Man City 2, Everton 2. And we've done very well to come back and get a draw from that game. Much improved second half. Very happy with that. As it stands, we're top of the table. Well, I don't know what happened to Man City at the back. I mean, Otamendi, I don't know what he was doing, and then Bravo, I don't know. That was just crazy, those 2 goals that we scored. Otamendi scored one of them, and then James Ward-Prowse went for a shot, and it went through absolutely everyone. So looking very good at the top of the table. 2 games played. A win and a draw, not too bad at all. Next game is against Newcastle. We have 3 games which should be winning. Newcastle, and then at Cardiff, who were promoted, along with... Who were the other teams that were promoted? It was a Sheffield Wednesday... Oh, it was a Crystal Palace. They got relegated the previous season, and then they came straight back up as Championship champions. So, yeah, we are facing Newcastle next. Next up in terms of live comms, we've got our first Champions League game. In fact, the group stage of that is very shortly. In fact, it's in about a week's time. So we're going to jump straight ahead to that, and let's see who we get. Jet Williams has formally handed in a transfer request. I'm rejecting that. Okay, the Yarmolenko deal is being cancelled as we now have Lucas Moura, so we can do that. Okay, here we go. EFL Cup 3rd round draw now. There's some good teams in here. Let's see who we get. We've got a game against Hull. It's a championship side, so hopefully that is a game that we should be winning. We've avoided the big teams for now, so that's good. Okay, now we have the Champions League group stage draw. Now, what pot are we in this time round? We are in pot 3 now, so that's good. We've moved up a seed, and we're now in pot 3. So let's have a look at who's where. So, who won the Champions League this season? That was... I believe that was it PSG? Previous winner of competition, yeah. So PSG won the Champions League last time around. They were in our group, of course, and they finished second because we beat them in France. They went on to win the Champions League. They're joined by, they're the champions of France, so that means that the best team in Ukraine actually gets in. It used to be Holland, but I guess the seedings moved around there. It's now Ukraine, and Shakhtar are in the first pot. So we're in pot 3. So the groups we can avoid for now are Shakhtar and Tottenham, and Man United and Barcelona. I don't want Juventus and Real Madrid. PSG and Napoli, we had both of those teams last time round. We've got Atletico and Dortmund, which is tough. Groups C and G would be where we want to be. Let's see who we get though. Oh, of course we do. Of course we get Juventus and Real Madrid. That's just law, isn't it? Okay, so who's in this last pot then? You've got Feyenoord, Celtic, Dinamo, Zagreb, Young Boys Bern, Ludogorets, Fenerbahce, Victoria, and Aktob of Kazakhstan. Not a team that I'm very familiar with. Let's see who we get here. We've got Celtic. So that is a very, very tough draw. Juventus, Real Madrid, and Celtic. That is very hard. Arguably, maybe harder than the last time. Celtic should be a team that can be beat. But Real Madrid and Juventus, we're going to do very well if we're going to get out of that group. But we'll see how we do. We are hosting Real Madrid in a couple of games' time. I think that is what we're going to play next time round. Not going to have a great deal of matches in between our live comms, just so there's less to do off screen, and it means I can hopefully upload more videos. So I think we will do the maybe the Real Madrid game and that West Ham game next episode. So next time we will play the first game in our Champions League group, which is a home game against Real Madrid. And then we'll also do that game against West Ham in the Premier League at London Stadium. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Leave any comments you want to make. And if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit subscribe. It's actually been quite a good day. A big win over Bournemouth. And then a good draw against Man City away from home. Coming from 2-0 down, I think that's pretty good stuff. So I'm happy with that today. We've done quite well. But that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.